Okay, what's going on today, guys? My name is Forger. Today we're going to be going over the 3 classes in Rucoy Online. This guide is more so geared towards newer players, but it may also help even returning players decide on what class they'd like to come back to. So now, first leading on, I would like to make very clear, there's a lot of people in the community who would like you to believe that their way of training and playing the game is the best, but it's completely untrue, and anytime you ever hear someone say this is the best or that's the best, it's purely out of class bias because of their personal usage towards the class, or just general information that they may have gotten from a third party that makes them think so, but it's not true. Anyone saying anything to these regards is just lying. Rucoy is a canvas completely, and you are the artist of your own account, just like everyone. Now to start off, let's get right into melee class. The melee class has its shield and an 8-tile special all around itself, so it can hit every block around it, all 8 around. The melee's biggest advantage, obviously, over everyone else is the fact that the melee class here has his shield. This gives you about just over as much armor as the main chest plate of each individual respective set. So it gives an insane amount of armor that gives you an incredible defense advantage. So the 8-tick special on melee holds the second highest tick rate compared to the 9 tick rate of the mage class. Melee is a complete 1 block around class, meaning anywhere that is beyond that cannot be reached. Class is also the cheapest because it's completely absolutely free to train. You don't need arrows or mana pots as with the 2 other classes, so this is what makes it the most attractive class for a lot of new players. We are now going to be moving on to the distance class here. The distance class is the fastest, and most people tend to not know this, but the distance class actually runs slightly quicker than each class, even with the same armor on. So all this armor. If I'm switched to distance, I'll run faster than I will with my melee. Distance class itself has the second highest base defense next to melee. The 3 arrow shot special, right above our mana pot here, it's very self-explanatory. You can run into trouble with PvP because of the fact that if you are on red blades, then it will attack 3 people in comparison to only targeting 1, which is a lot easier with melee and Mage. It's also the second most expensive class, as well as the slowest power training class because of its 3-tick hit instead of 8 or 9 that the melee and mage have respectively. But it is the second most expensive because of the fact that you have to buy so many arrows. The distance class can reach up to 4 tiles away on each the special and regular attacks, making it a huge markup over the purely 1-tile limit of the melee class. The biggest attraction to distance itself is the range and speed of which it offers, which so well contrast each other. Last, but definitely not least out of the bunch here, we have the mage class. Now the magic class is a sort of glass cannon that at one point actually had to be nerfed because of the strength it held, and still holds. But not forgetting about the glass part, you need to know how to swap or run very quick, otherwise when your enemy catches up to you, you are going to be purely glass and not so much cannon anymore because you can be scared. Magic does have the weakest base defense, so its raw power is definitely justified by the fact that it has the lowest base defense, but the mage class is also the most expensive class of the 3, with the consumption of mana potions being way more than any amount of money you could spend on arrows for distance. The mage class normal attack can reach up to a max of 4 tiles from itself, but the special can reach as far away from you as you want. So long as you can click there and you're not obstructed by any wall or anything, you can attack there. The biggest attraction to the mage class is the fact that you can run and shoot at the same time because your special skill allows you to shoot as far away as possible, whereas you're 10 blocks away from a melee and he's just losing his mind because he has no idea what to do. Now this was a brief little guide on what each respective class can offer you, but if you have any questions regarding each individual class, feel free to comment down below and I'd be more than happy to help you out. As always guys, it's been Forger.